Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a singles new love reading for Libra. We're going to look at the kind of love you're ready to experience now based on the growth that you've already done. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Libras, please. All right, we have the Queen of Cups coming through, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. All right, and they're also showing up as the Five of Swords. They're viewing you as the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. And the connection, we see the Ten of Pentacles. All right, so this is potentially a really abundant connection. The Ten of Pentacles can be marriage or long-term stability, building a legacy, having a family, blending families. And we have the Lovers card, Gemini. So there may be something in the Gemini reading for some of my Libras, but you could be dealing with a Gemini or maybe a Gemini Cancer cusp. Maybe you've recently met this person, right? Maybe like around Gemini Cancer cusp time, which wasn't too long ago. The Lovers card indicates that this is somebody who really does prioritize balance and harmony within relationships. They're going to feel like they complement you in the most beautiful ways. I also see the Lovers card here, Libra, as a really strong physical attraction. You and this person may have different backgrounds, is what I'm getting. The Queen of Cups indicates that this person is loving, they're intuitive, nurturing, creative. I feel there's going to be a real telepathic connection between the two of you. And with the Lovers card, though, I also feel like this person is quite social, chatty. You know, they may flirt through witty banter, but they're also very emotionally intelligent, really emotionally intuitive. Now we see the Five of Swords, all right, coming out twice. So someone here could have a Venus in Aquarius. But I also feel like this is somebody here who may be experiencing some sort of conflict when you meet them. It doesn't have to be another relationship. It can be stuff going on at work or within their living situation. The Five of Swords, though, does indicate that this is somebody that really will want to fight for this connection, Libra, whatever the obstacles might be, or they might want to beat out the competition. Again, more Aquarius energy here with the Star card. So this is somebody who is a pioneer of ideas. This is someone who's not afraid to march to the beat of their own drum, think outside of the box. I feel like this person's gonna have a very healing quality for you, Libra. So I feel like you are really gonna feel like you're at home or at peace with this person. The Star card here indicates that this person may get a lot of attention. I mean, they might have a really large social media following or be famous in their own right or just well known. And Libra, you're going to be feeling the Ace of Swords. So you're going to be feeling like this is in alignment. Like I'm hearing, yeah, let's go for it. This feels right. This is something new and it's really in alignment. The Star card also indicates that this person, you might feel not only calm and at ease with this person, but this could also be a very healing relationship, you know, for both of you. All right, so let's go. It's definitely wish fulfillment here. So you may be everything they've been looking for, and vice versa. All right, so they may have strong fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, or Sag. It could start off as a friendship and evolve over time, where you meet this person and maybe they're not really thinking about a long-term connection. Now we have Gemini energy coming through, so ruled by Mercury. They're the thinkers and communicators of the zodiac with many facets. So we definitely get strong Gemini, strong Aquarius here. And we see differences, all right? So I was picking up on that earlier in the reading. You're connecting with someone of another race, religion, or culture from your own. Now with the Five of Swords here, this person may come off sometimes as a little bit detached, but they are anything but. And again, they might be experiencing some sort of conflict, fluctuation, or change when you meet them. But again, I think I think this is going to be a very healing connection for the both of you. getting in touch. So if this person, you know, they might already have your details here, Libra, they're definitely going to reach out if that's the case. I just feel like this person has a lot going on. Like they've got some open tabs, which certainly can be indicative of Gemini energy, like having their fingers in a lot of different pies or spinning a lot of different plates. So with this getting in touch energy, you know, trust them. They will get in touch, but it almost feels like they might have to resolve some things first. They could be a singer or a performer, or you could catch them singing while they're doing, you know, doing laundry or driving down the road or doing dishes or just humming to themselves. And we see love from long ago. So my singles new love readings, Libra, are really meant to be someone completely brand new. And so, but maybe for one or two of you, this could be somebody that you used to know. But I'm also seeing that this love from long ago can be a past life soulmate connection. And because we've got the lovers here, there's going to be just something really supercharged, something really familiar about this connection. All right, Libra, so let's go ahead and see what else we need to know about this person. What else do we need to know about this person? All right, so we see child. So some of you, there's like a childlike innocence or purity about this person. This is also, you know, this is this person longing for you, this person being so happy to be around you, to be with you. Some of you, this person may be a single parent. Now we see sudden wealth. So for some of you, because this card wants to come out in reverse, I'm getting that this is somebody who has really worked hard for everything they have. Nothing has been handed to them, but it might seem like it, you know, and a lot of times when people have this overnight success, it's anything but overnight. No, but it's just nobody saw all the hard work that went into it. So I do see, I don't know if they have a large social media following or they're, you know, well known or famous in their own right, but they've definitely worked hard for it. And I do think they have a lot to offer. And we see distant horizon. So this person may be somebody who's, you know, different from you in a lot of ways, but I actually feel like they're closer to you than you think. So they could be in your community, or they could be around you currently. It could be somebody you've already exchanged, you know, details with, or it could just also be in time. They're coming in a lot sooner than you think they are, Libra. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else we need to know about this person. How else will my Libras be able to identify this person? All right, they have a tendency to be forgetful or late. They spend their money quickly, but it does seem like they do have money to spend. All right, they can speak more than one language fluently. Okay, again, these are specific messages that may not resonate with all of you. And we see at least 1/3 of their body may be covered in tattoos, okay? It doesn't have to be 1/3. Maybe they have a large tattoo or they have some tattoos. All right, so the Hanged Man. So this tells me that they definitely, you know, you're hanging out in their energy. So most likely they're around you. They're in your community. They're a coworker at the gym, in the neighborhood, at the dog park, grocery store, your favorite bar, club, restaurant, whatever it might be. They see you as somebody who's holding back, Libra, and looking at all the details, which I feel like is very Libran energy. They see you as intuitive. They see you as creative, selfless. They also see you as awakened. They also know you're not going to just rush into anything. With the King of Swords in reverse, though, they might be worried about an ex who's around you. They might be worried that you don't see them the way they see you. And the King of Swords in reverse could certainly also indicate that they haven't spoken to you yet, right? And they're just worried that maybe you're not going to give them the time of day. And we see the Six of Pentacles in reverse. They may be worried. They may be worried that you're giving your attention to other people or you're still stuck on an ex. They may know your ex, or they might know that you've been through a situation here that wasn't equally, you know, wasn't balanced, or that left you feeling off balance. So they might be worried that, you know, you don't want to date, or you just want to heal, or you're not quite over that past person. My Libras, you are going to be feeling the Ace of Pentacles energy in reverse, which, you know, can be like, oh, maybe there was a missed opportunity here, or maybe you're just assuming this is going to be a missed opportunity. But the Ace of Pentacles in reverse to me also indicates it's like a yes, but not right now card. So some of my Libras, you just may need a little bit of time, to sort some things out or to heal, or you just want to take your time before you invest in anyone, so that you invest wisely. All right, so we see the saboteur archetype, so highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. This is how they're viewing you. So they see you as somebody who's self-empowered, somebody who's not afraid to make changes. And we see mystic, revels in the intimate union with the divine. So they love your spiritual, your mystical side. This is somebody who's probably going to love that you read them their birth chart, you know, or you read them their horoscope and things like that. All right. At the bottom of the deck, Libra, they see you as victim archetype, which prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. So they see you as somebody who really stands up for yourself and your people. You stand up for what you believe in. Some of them, they know that you've been through a really shitty situation with an ex or like through a divorce or something like that, but they see that you've really been able to move on. You've really been able to overcome that. So I'm seeing a lot of potential here with the 10 of Pentacles for something stable and secure, something abundant, building a legacy together here. All right, and we see that, yeah, this connection touches unresolved emotional experiences, offering an opportunity for healing, understanding, and release. Okay, so this connection, the purpose is to heal wounds from the past, and that tracks because I was picking up on that with the Star card in the beginning. All right, and this connection highlights differences that invite understanding. Growth comes from awareness. Yeah, and so we do see that energy of differences here. All right, so but it's a good thing, you know, it's not an obstacle, it's something really positive. And we see that this connection activates parts of you that were waiting to emerge, Libra. Through this bond, you step into a more authentic expression of yourself. And because you two hold space for each other to do that. All right, and I love this stability through awareness. This connection brings steadiness through conscious engagement. Yeah, and it's like, and that's what I love. I feel like this connection really does bring you stability, and for them as well. All right, Libra, so beautiful energy, real potential for something long-term. Remember, you know, take your time. If the timing isn't quite right for you, this is somebody who will absolutely hold space for you. All right. So we see responsibilities, romance interrupted, duties come first. So there may be someone's work schedule, work hours, or, you know, maybe traveling for work that could get in the way of this connection from taking off immediately. But there will be sudden feelings that this is the one. You and this person are a perfect match. You complete each other in the most harmonious ways. And Spirit saying, you know what, Libra, give this person a chance. Give your relationship a chance. All right, my lovely Libras. Oh, actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and pull some timing cards or any other information here that my Libras need to know or need to be aware of. Any other information that my Libras need to know or need to be aware of here, please. All right, so we see it could be as early as next week. We also see September. Some of you could be September Libras, or this is just something that's unfolding between now and then. All right, I'm going to leave it here, my lovely Libras, sending you love and light. Take care.